Well, here we are, going to be playing the first mission of Unlikely Allies by Giacomo Onorati. As you can see here, it's still C. Not copyright, of course, because that would require Unicode. Can't put that in your map. Yes, you can. So, we're going to get into this. Obviously, we're going to take a look at what are the Unlikely Allies. And mission 1 is called Surprise Party. First things first, map descriptions are real estate for you to put stuff in. You can choose what you want to put in there, but obviously the fact that every single mission appears to have the same kind of thing makes it feel like you didn't make the most of this area. Definitely could have done more. We know to use map settings in campaigns. This is like cut and paste from Blizzard, and I guess this is cut and paste from every campaign maker ever who has decided to copyright, quote-unquote, their work in somebody else's engine and intellectual property. Classic. We'll get into it. Surprise Party. Raynor's Raiders flagship, Hyperion. High orbit over former Confederate world of Tarsonis. So, Jim, you still haven't explained to me why you saved me from the UED on Korhal. Who wants me alive? I did it because I didn't have any other choice. This is all you need to know for now. If you don't like it, we still have time to go back. Well, I don't seem to have much choice either way. Can I at least know where we are going? We're going to a place that is very close to your heart, Arcturus. It's where our paths finally parted. It will probably be quite impressive to see how things have changed there since then. I'm beginning to understand. You're speaking about Tarsonis. What the hell does this mean? That is what I want to know. It means that you probably need some rest before you meet our generous host. Computer, prepare this so-called Emperor for cryogenic sleep. Hibernation sequence started. This is slapstick. You can't do this. Can't make me read that. Come on, dude. Well, now that Mengsk is under, we can focus on our mission. Phoenix, how long until we reach the surface of Tarsonis?
We are now entering the high orbit of the planet. My scouts are detecting a large number of Zerg here on the surface. Maybe Kerrigan prepared a nice surprise for our arrival.
I don't think Kerrigan wants to kill us now, Phoenix, but I agree that something isn't right here. We must be ready for anything. I know it wasn't really that long, but it really did feel like that briefing took quite a long time to establish some basic facts. I would say at the beginning, on the onset, there's definitely some awkward English here, where there's like areas where you could use contractions, like we are and could be we're, or something to that effect. There's also the fact of the matter that you are dealing with existing characters, and they already start to sound not like themselves. It's very difficult to capture the voice of an existing character. I mean, you're very restricted because these characters are just jokes anyway. Like, Blizzard didn't take them very seriously. So when you're trying to take something seriously that the original authors didn't even take seriously, as evidenced by the quality, or lack thereof, of the original writing, you're already starting in a very bad place, which is why I always advise people to write their own stories with their own characters. It's a lot easier, actually. You have a lot more control. But if you were going to stick to that, I mean, you can't do voice acting for these characters unless, you have to, his name is Jim Raynor, but he doesn't sound like Jim Raynor. What's going on there? Obviously, that's bad. But you can't have a quality project without voice acting, so where do you draw the line there? Obviously, that means you almost have to, by definition, not include canon characters unless you're going to revoice them yourself or find some way to have some prepackaged lines, in which case it does feel very awkward when that does happen. I would also avoid that. So yeah, just in general, reusing Blizzard characters is like a dead end for sure. However, still within the confines of what we have here, the writing could have been massively improved if those first couple of exchanges between Raynor and Mengsk had just been the last line of their line, the last sentence of their line. The line that Raynor says, up until the point where he starts talking about Tarsonis, every single line from both Raynor and Manx could have been way more to the point if they had just said the last part of it. So when Manx says, you know, you still haven't told me about this thing that happened just a moment ago in canon, but I have to reestablish it because it's the first line of the whole campaign. Like, that's obviously very lazy writing in that respect, because you are like force feeding the player. What you should be doing is imagining that the player is aware enough of the original story to understand the context of where we are in the story based on your description. Although I guess you didn't really explain that, right, in the text or anything. It didn't say like moments after Minsk's escape or Raynor saves Minsk or whatever, because I guess that would be kind of awkward to put out. But if you're on the Hyperion and Raynor and Minsk are in the same ship, like in a briefing, theoretically that would just be consistent. Like, oh, okay, well, I guess this would make sense. And people will figure it out over time. Like, you have to have some faith in the average viewer or the average player that they're going to be able to figure out what the plot of your campaign is. And it's a lot more gratifying when you figure out what's going on based on context clues instead of dumb exposition. And that was dumb exposition and very awkward writing as well. So I think in general, the less time you spend in this stuff, especially since you don't have voice acting and you're using original characters, or well, unoriginal characters, or original Blizzard characters, to the point where you're not able to actually use them the way characters could be used in a briefing or in a setting. You've stripped away a lot of the assets you could have with, like, obviously no voice acting and no original writing. That means you really need to spend as little time in these briefings as possible. And it definitely felt way longer than 3 minutes or whatever it was. So those are some of the initial thoughts that I have. On its premise, of the mission critical information is very sparse. The only information I know is that we're landing on a planet and Raynor and Phoenix are going to do some stuff, apparently. And the objectives kind of spoil elements of the story where they say, bring Raynor and Phoenix to Kerrigan's Hive, Raynor must survive, Phoenix must survive. Notably, this person has put semicolons instead of dots, or instead of periods, full stops, at the end of the top two objectives. So they've already changed the format, but they didn't decide to change the format to something else, which would be smarter. Like, presumably you change the format because you think you have an improvement. But these objectives were here at the beginning of the mission, so the entire time these characters are talking, which, by the way, has no fucking voice acting, I'm sat here looking at the objective screen like, oh, this is distracting because it's text on my screen, and I should read text if it's on my screen. So this whole thing is like, Blizzard made a massive mistake by doing this, but they had the luxury, if you will, of having voice acting because their product was feature complete. At least their briefings were feature complete in that sense. So it didn't distract as much because you had people talking while you were reading this, and then you could move on. But I can't look at this and text that's on the screen that's time sensitive at the same time. And I have to look at all of that text. Well, I don't have to look at this text on the bottom left, but my eyes are drawn to it because it's text on my screen. And I'm told, like, I'm just hard-coded, as humans are, when they play a lot of video games, to read text if it's on your screen. So this being here the whole time is bad. It's very bad design. It's obviously bad design. You fix that. This is another thing that just has not been changed. And it seems like, again, it seems like thought was not put into what changes were going to be smart. I'm also impressed that this entire time I've been talking, the end of briefing is still on. You must have put like a wait 9999999 in the map or something. Anyway, we'll get into it now. Oh, I don't even have a base yet. Okay, well, we do have tier 2 upgrades. We have Kerrigan's Hive, and we have Siege Mode with an O as the hotkey. So we have Psystorm. We have 200 starting energy instead of 250, which is a bit weird. I guess... No, I have no idea why that is. Why would that be the case? That's weird. Okay. Anyway, we'll do this. I guess I'll do this instead, actually. Hi. The Zerg are here. What the hell? Maybe some of these Zerg have escaped Kerrigan's control. Honestly, I'm not so sorry about fighting fewer enemies. I am. We are 2. Nah, you're 3, buddy. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. Alright, I guess I'm just meant to do this then. This is a really, like, area that is devoid of gameplay, obviously. So I did mention in the earlier section, so I guess this is a good opportunity to restate my thesis, so to speak, that if you're in a situation where you are removing elements of gameplay, you need to add elements of gameplay. I did comment on anytime you have a situation where... Oh, I can get rid of the frame display. I'm running shit campaign just in case, which is a classic add-on that I've used for time immemorial to speed things up if things are really bad. Bail me out of dodge. We must destroy that Nidus channel, or we'll be overwhelmed by those critters. So, again, this is... I don't think this... Like, this isn't impressing anybody. I mean, this is just a trigger, as per usual. Anyway, there's no gameplay here. Like, you've not actually demonstrated that there's going to be gameplay here either. We're just starting and stopping all the time to use tanks to kill Sunkens. There's also no logic as to how these Sunkens even got here, because there's no hatcheries nearby to spread the creep initially, which is like a classic sin in general that everybody always does, is they... I guess that guy was not very interested in defending himself. Yeah, we just have no... We have no gameplay, is the bottom line. And... Oh, there is a hatchery. Okay. Well, I spoke too soon over here, but there were no hatcheries on the low ground, so that is very much still the case. Also, you have... Because Blizzard is very good at programming and basic design, you actually have to enable the Vulture speed upgrade to give Raynor the speed upgrade. Because, unlike every other hero upgrade, it doesn't actually work normally. So that's some trivia for you. Since you decided to give us some basic upgrades, I figured there was some reason why you had gone that route. And the only reason why... Oh. Wait, why are there Scourge? But why? I get the feeling that maybe the units were supposed to move over here or something. I don't know. I may never know. Anyway, as I'm sort of getting at here, Blizzard didn't leave you a very functioning product. And it is your responsibility to fix a lot of those elements and not try to learn from their example. Because if you think about it, there's always ways to make improvements. And this is not one of them. We do not have gameplay here yet. I guess I can do this finally. Oh yeah, I should probably move my other units. I'm very bad, in case you couldn't tell. I'm also very impatient when there's absolutely no gameplay, so... I'm recklessly losing a bunch of units because there's no gameplay. Man, this is... remember when I was saying, in the interest of fairness, we should give this a shot. I might actually have to slow baby my way over here. Nice contextual order, TBH. Alright. I think we're doing something now. This is Brood War. I don't know why I don't have medics. I guess I'm not UED. Therefore I can't. Oh no! There are 2 Zethra cores coming out of this instead of 1. What will I do? I guess he didn't figure out how to play the sound through the trigger, so he's not at Blizzard's level yet. Though this windy-ass level design really would... What? I think it's time we had some reinforcements. I'm glad you can just manifest units into existence, Raynor. Very nice of you. Don't tell me I have to hug the top strip of the map. That's pretty sinful, if so. Can I have a base and maybe some macro gameplay? That would be nice. Oh, this is very slow. Oh, okay, and then you just kill one of my Goliaths, I guess. What if this is just a cutscene? I mean, that's something, but I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you knew that this is supposed to be a game. I mean, I'm probably coming across as very heavily negative. But there's not really much to be positive about here. I guess there was some effort put into the terrain, but there's not really that many doodads. And even then, it's pretty basic stuff currently. It feels like, what do you call it? Oh, that Archon's dead already. I haven't really needed Psystorm either, which is kind of funny. I don't know. Blizzard also had a habit of giving you shit that you just didn't need or have any use for. I guess I'll use it to... There you go. That was my use, killing my own Goliath because I'm impatient. Base tank with the tanks, as per their namesake. Oh, okay. I can only imagine I'm supposed to continue to Oh, here we go. We did it. Wow. Nice gameplay. Maybe the next mission will be actually a map. This must be the place Kerrigan pinpointed us. I would have expected a warmer welcome. Unfortunately, we don't have much to celebrate. I sense a huge amount of Zerg coming towards us. Great. Let's get the party started. Okay. This is kind of stupid. Whatever. I don't have shared vision of Kerrigan, so... It's fine. I don't even know if Kerrigan has any AI. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, obviously there are no drones.
This is Jimmy. This should be good.
Did I
Sounds fun.
miss something?
Oh yeah.
Ah, there's more.
Sounds fun. Right on. This should be good. Right on.
Owned.
This should be good.
Get 3'd. Ammo.
Right on.
Oh, I 1 in 256 chance to miss. And that almost cost me my literal life, which is pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Owned.
This should be good.
Oh, I was hitting the wrong key.
Sounds fun. This should be good. Right on.
Ah, I see.
Sounds fun. Oh yeah. Sounds fun. Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
He's not convinced yet.
Oh yeah. Sounds fun. Right on.
I think the trigger broke or something. I'm actually not really sure what happened.
Oh yeah. Right on. Oh yeah.
I really am dancing with death here, because if this guy walks up and triggers the mine, there we go. Oh, he just ate it. What a piece of shit.
This should be good. Oh yeah.
Oh, I could have been getting RSI even faster. I've brought shame upon my family.
Right on.
Hi.
Sounds fun.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Sounds
Oh my god, there's even more.
Oh yeah. Right on. Oh yeah.
Dude, how? How do so many attacks miss in this game?
Sounds fun. Right on.
Wait, what is even going on over here?
Oh yeah.
Hello?
This should be good. Right on. This should be good. Oh yeah. This is Jimmy. Oh yeah. Your command?
I guess it's because this fucking idiot is still alive in the area, probably. I don't know. Owned. What are my mission objectives? No. It doesn't say I have to kill this. No. I don't know.
Destination identified target. Raider here. Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
Your command, as you will. For ire, Nakbagala, as you will. Immediately, Nakbagala.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
What would you ask of me?
Raider here. Yes, sir. Identify target. Yes, sir. Identify target. Destination.
Go ahead, Commander. Oh, yeah. Sounds fun. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's clearly meant to be content over here,
This should be good.
Orders,
but I don't
sir.
know what's gone wrong.
Hunger for battle. Immediately.
Identify target. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Proceeding.
Go ahead, Commander. Right on. Oh, yeah. Right on.
Orders,
What
sir.
would you ask of me?
Destination. Yes, sir. Identify target. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Oh, fun fact, you can't actually queue those. Pretty interesting.
Move it. Proceeding.
No, I don't know why it doesn't work.
Destination.
Really weird.
Orders, sir.
This is Jimmy.
I think there's like a couple more Sunkens off over here. Yeah.
This should be good.
He had to place 2 at every entrance. He was contractually obligated.
Proceeding.
Raider here. This should be good.
Yes, sir. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. Move it.
Go ahead, Commander.
Destination.
Executor, immediately. For ire.
Yes, sir.
Executor. For ire.
This is Jimmy. Anytime you're ready.
Identify target, sir. Absolutely. Move it. Proceeding.
This is Jimmy. Oh, yeah.
What would you ask of me?
Anytime you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Destination. Move it. Proceeding. Absolutely. Move it. Proceeding.
Go ahead, Commander.
Delighted to, sir.
Go ahead, Commander.
Delighted to, sir.
Hunger for battle. Immediately.
Yes, sir. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Right on.
Oh, there are a couple of units over here that were still around.
Rainer here. Right on.
Okay. I don't know if I broke something or not. I think the AI just didn't move the units in, so that broke everything. I don't know, man. It was a micro mission. It wasn't really worth anything, I guess. Yeah, taking a cursory glance over the remaining map sizes, as well as the single installation map being the third map, it doesn't really look like the campaign ever really achieves anything of noticeable scale. Even the biggest map, 256 by 96, 96 of course being relatively small as one of the dimensions, means that it's unlikely that you ever achieve large-scale battles. I mean, even in this context, we have 3 computer slots. It looks like it never goes above that. And I don't know. Very strange stuff. I'll take a brief look at where it all began. We'll see what we can check this out. These characters that are in this briefing room were all here during the conversation that Mengsk referenced in this dialogue line, which means this is actually a plot hole of dialogue, which is pretty funny. Just noticed that Duke was in the objectives. Classic. Spoiling the existence of one of the characters. Hilarious. As if it couldn't take any longer to conclude, he has to slow fade the briefing portraits. Well, I'm not going to make too many comments on that, but at least we have a base. Ah, instantly paused. Well, well, well. Take a look at what a nice picture you make. I'd never have imagined to see Jim Raynor fighting alongside the Sons of Korhal again. Don't get used to it too much, Arcturus. You perfectly know that once the UED is defeated, everything will be as before. I think so too. It will be a pleasure to come back hunting you and your band of rebellious yokels.
Stop it! Keep your energy for the enemies. I'm pretty sure these Kelmorians are going to be tough opponents.
I do get a kick out of voice acting, Phoenix. Hold on. Dumb test? Dumb test. Hold on. Oh. It is dumb. Yeah, I actually don't know. I think maybe... This is dumb. This is what's dumb. But yeah, these 5 minerals would be closer now. So, dumb. Dumb confirmed. Oh, DK! I didn't think you would be here. Right next to your favorite critter, too. It's crazy. So, Duke is actually a busted-ass hero, but I don't know if we'll need him, because we have some busted-ass units already, which are Marines and Dark Templar. Oh, DK, what are you doing over there, dude? You can't do that. He's on a mission. Well,
Your forces are under attack.
I don't suppose these guys have any actual,
Orders, Captain?
what do you call it?
Make up your mind.
Yeah, these guys don't, probably don't have any
Right on.
Well, what? Good to go, sir.
resource,
Roger that.
finite resources. There you go. I said it.
Decisive action. About time. What? Man of God.
Orders, Captain?
I hunger for battle.
Well,
I hunger
Okay,
for
bye.
battle. As you will.
SCP, good to go, sir.
man of God. Decisive action.
As you will. As you will.
What? Should work. What? All right.
Base is under attack.
Go ahead, Commander. This should be good. This should be good. Rainer here.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Affirmative.
What did you ask of me? As you will.
Did I read you? Affirmative.
Oh. I could have just built some mineral units. I didn't think about that, did I?
Make up your mind.
As you will.
How much shit do these guys have?
Make up your mind.
Decisive action.
Yes, sir?
Your forces are under attack.
Make up your mind.
About time. Should work.
Base is under attack.
Rainer here.
Orders,
Not
Captain?
enough minerals.
Orders received.
Man of God.
Your forces are under attack.
What would you ask of me?
That's so dumb.
Yes, sir?
Go ahead, Commander.
I long for combat.
Well, make up your mind.
Decisive action.
Immediately. For hire. Immediately. For hire. What would you ask of me? As you will. For hire.
Your forces
Can't believe Blizzard made wraiths large. Bunch of jokers, TBH. I guess the script doesn't even use them for defense, though, because they would have been doing stuff way sooner.
Make up your mind.
I'm waiting very well.
All right, then. Well, make up your mind.
At least this guy likes to build Ahmeds. I can get behind that.
Anytime you're ready.
Calls.
Yes, sir? I read you. Right away, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
I haven't got all day.
Thus I serve.
Imagine missing an air unit. Imagine missing a unit. Oh, I just walked through another base. Who would have guessed?
CV's good to go, sir.
Where's the... Oh. Oh, I can just do that.
Make up your mind.
Goodbye.
Report for Katie Hill there.
Your forces are under attack.
Owned.
Your
I
command?
haven't got all day.
Yes. Very well.
Make up your mind.
Well, now that I know that there's just a straight line there, I don't know why I wouldn't... Why would I even engage? This is just another micro mission. Holy shit, guys. I figured it out.
Anytime you're ready. I haven't got all day. Raider here. Sounds fun. This is Jimmy.
Hi, guys.
This should be good. What? Anytime you're ready. This should be good.
Yes.
Your forces are under attack.
What? Besides that, this is Jimmy.
Your forces are under attack.
Well, all right then. All right. About time. Decisive action. Should work. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like he forgot the gameplay again. Holy shit, there's a lot of Ahmeds.
Make up your
Your
mind.
forces are under attack.
Decisive action. Should work. About time. Decisive action. Should work.
Go ahead, Commander. This should be good.
For battle.
Go ahead, Commander.
Well, I got all this. Make up your mind.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's find this gameplay. Well done, Jim. General Duke, be sure no intruders can disturb our mission inside the installation. As you command, Emperor. Frankly, I don't envy them. Owned, TBH. Brutalized. Well, I guess it'll be more than 3 missions before any gameplay could actually happen. But there you go.